see that Yahweh Ben Yahweh is in reality the power and the force of this community over everybody. Praise Yahweh. Can you see it? I have been working very openly. Some might call it also very quietly for the past 6 or some say 7 years. I like to think of it as 7 because I am perfecting my work this year, so it is 7. Yeah. Are you 85? Yeah, 7 years. 7th year. And I've been working very quietly, gaining control of the entire county, state, and country. And the whole world is sympathetic to me when they find out all about who I am and what I'm doing. The world is going to bow to me. I'm proving it now. In this city alone, I'm proving it. It's got to be a shock when the commissioners who are running for office are coming here, recognizing my power. Whoever I say vote for is who's going to be elected. I am definitely going to be responsible for everyone that gets elected in this whole county and city. Every one of them. Whoever Yahweh say will be in, that's who's going to be in. Whether he turns out to be good or bad, that's who's going to be in. I will be the responsible one for every one of them. If I go against him, he won't be elected. And when I write this article, it's going to be going out next week. The die will be cast. And I'm going to I've already struck horror in the hearts of the power brokers. It's a wild card been thrown into the election for next month. It's a wild card. The wild card's called Yahweh. They went crazy at City Hall when we went in. I didn't go, I sent my representatives. When my representatives went into City Hall, they went completely berserk because Mayor Ferre put everybody out. He canceled all appointments. Put everybody and took us in the biggest conference room and said, "What do you want of me?" So if you're going to make a contribution, I don't want your money. Yahweh Ben Yahweh knows better how to spend it than I do. He said it. Mayor Ferre and his people said that Yahweh Ben Yahweh knows better how to spend the money than they do. So keep the money. Yahweh Ben Yahweh, if he just says, "I'm the man," I'll win. Whoever he says vote for is who's going to win. I call that power. That kind of power comes from moral behavior. I was saying something a moment ago, I'm going to repeat it for you that are just coming in. Every politician on earth who runs for office on moral behavior. Moral behavior is on that board. No politician is going to say, "Vote for me for office, and I promise you I'll be dishonest. Vote for me, I promise you I will be downright wicked. Vote for me, and I promise you I'll be wrong always in office." Vote for me, and my conduct will always be the wrong conduct. I'll never be open and straightforward with you. I'll always lie and be ill-behaved. Who will vote for him? So, how do all the crooks get elected? They lie and pretend to be moral. Vote for me and I promise you this. Vote for me and I promise you that. Vote for me and I promise you the other. Now, you don't want to vote for the other candidate because, see, they have lied to you in the past. Their record shows you they are immoral, liars, thieves, and cheats. Remember when this vote came up? Remember when y'all went down? Remember how this politician did you? See, he is immoral. So to vote for him means you believe in being trapped. But vote for me. I'm the new cook on the block. Since all the people want moral behavior, which one do they vote for? The one they believe is most moral. Here is Yahweh Ben Yahweh teaching morality, producing moral behavior. I have over 120,000 readers in the Miami area, control over 12,000 votes. I'm the most powerful voice in the Miami area, in all of Black America too, but we're talking about Miami for a moment. Without a shadow of a doubt, no politician in town can produce the number of people just in this auditorium to go door to door, because it would cost him a fortune to pay this number of people to go door to door. All politicians know we go where? House to house, and they know who's supporting us. The people. People don't give to that which they don't like. When people support you, they like what you are doing. Do the people in Miami like me? Do the people in Broward County like me? Do the people in Dade County like me? Do the people in South Miami like me? Do the people in Orlando and Jacksonville and Tampa and St. Pete and Fort Pierce and all those, do they like me? Do they like me in North Carolina and South Carolina? Do they like me in Georgia and Memphis and Tennessee? And do they like me in Mississippi? Do they like me in Maryland and Washington, D.C.? Do they like me in Jersey and New York area? Do they like me in Ohio? Do they like me in Missouri? Do they like me in Oklahoma? Do they like me in Texas? Do they like me in California? Do they support me? Then I got the power. Praise God. When I have the power, who else has the power? You do. Because I'm not interested in power for my sake. I already have it. I have all power and all authority, period, anyway. I already have it. So I'm not here trying to get it. I got it from my Father who made everything. He said he gave me all authority. I already got it. When I print moral teaching, I got the power. Because I'm the only one who dare do it. Preachers are scared to do it. They say they'll lose their congregation. So, what we have going on in the city is this is Yahweh country. I told you for years, I said this is Yahweh country. And you said, yeah, this is Yahweh country, but you didn't understand. Now, I'm proving to you that through the city, the fear of Yahweh is total. You want to know some jealous-hearted folk that don't know what to do? They got black skins that look just like you and me. We are the only group of our people anywhere in America that face a candidate and say, we are ready, willing, and able to donate to your candidacy in behalf of moral behavior. Every other group got the handout for some money. They're not going to work unless they get paid. I'm the only one that have spoken to all the candidates and didn't ask for a dime. I have a demand. I demand. I command you as a politician, if you want to win, I am demanding moral behavior. What do you want from the mayor's office? We are looking for a candidate that believes in moral behavior. You mean, it's not something else you want? You mean, do we want favors? No, we don't want favors. The biggest favor you can do is moral behavior. All we want is moral behavior. That's all I want. I can guarantee you're being elected if you believe in moral behavior. I guarantee it. See, when I gained the power over the candidate, I got it by being moral. I already have it, because he can't get elected without me. I'm morality. I am morality. The only way a man can get elected is to pretend he believes in me. Morality. I am morality. I am all of that definition on the board. I'm upright, perpendicular. I'm just in all my dealings. I'm on the square with all my brothers. Give you a square deal. I'm good, I'm open, I'm excellent, I'm honest, I'm straightforward, I'm well behaved, strong character, I'm virtuous, I'm chaste, I'm truthful, I'm good. And you have to be some of these things that I am to get elected. And I'm going to instruct my people in Miami to take a good, long, hard look at the moral candidates. Vote for morality this time. From here on, we're going to vote for morality. The candidate that stands for moral behavior, that's our man. We don't have anything to say about what anybody else has to say. That's the man that's going to be elected. So the most moral man in Miami will be elected. So if you want to be elected and you're immoral, you're going to have to change your behavior. You have to change your spot and become moral and strive hard to be moral, because that's what we demand now. So I tell all candidates, we're looking for a government that will promote greater participation of blacks, period. You don't have to say nothing. That's what we're looking for. You have to promise me nothing. That's what we're looking for. Because that's moral. So after the election, when I walk in, if I send a representative in to make a request, I walk in the name of moral behavior. So what do I look from you, Mr. Mayor? A just deal. Praise Yahweh. See, and when I can walk in the office and demand justice, that's it. That's what I give myself. That's what I demand from you. That's my preconditions for you being elected. And when you get elected, that's the basis upon which you are elected is moral behavior. So now I can stand before you and say, I want an honest deal. I can stand before you and say, I want a good deal, proper deal, fit deal, upright deal. I want a perpendicular deal. I want this deal to be plumb. I want you to be on the level. I want a deal on the level. Square this deal for me. I want honest weight. When they see me coming, when they see my representatives coming, they see me coming, they say, here come these moral people. I know what they want from me when they come in this door is a moral deal. Right, Mr. Mayor. Right, Mr. Commissioner. Right, Mr. Zoning Board. That's all we want. We want a moral decision. Don't want nothing else. Don't do us no favors. We want a moral decision in our behalf because we are moral people. The only thing that'll fit us is a moral deal because we are moral people. Anything else would be immoral, and I know you don't want the world to know you're immoral. I don't even deal with your negative. I know you want the whole world to know you're moral. Praise Yahweh. Anybody see the power of Yahweh coming into being here? I said, I'm going to let you see me come into power. We have appointments for the commissioners coming here. Those who are running for commissioners have called and made appointments to come here. Because they saw the mayoral candidates come here. One mayoral candidate, top runner, he gave a $500 donation to their campaign, so they saw the check. Took it yesterday. Today they sent it back saying, we can't take it from a church. Saying, you're righteous, we can't take it. You're moral, so you spend it. Just give us your support. Mayor Foray said if you offer us $500,000, we can't take it. Yahweh Ben Yahweh knows better how to spend it than we do. Keep it and spend it. We need him to just say he supports us more than all the money you could ever get. Now, if my word is that precious, how precious is my daddy, Yahweh? You never dreamed you'd see a day like this. Never one time have I sought to be in the presence of a politician, a leader, an organization, a group, or anybody. No public forum have I sought to be a part of. I've said right here, just keep doing my work. And all of these Gentiles and nations confess they have seen what? My righteousness. And the king said they've driven up and down the street and have seen my glory. The mayor, the bankers, the rich men, the committee all say they have driven up and down. They said up and down several times. They don't work out here no kind of way, but they say they have been up and down several times looking at my work. That means I'm well known. And they said from the police chief down, that I'm held in awe and great respect. Why? Because I'm teaching purity. You cannot find fault in what I write. I write the truth. I write perfection. I teach the word of the Creator, Yahweh. That's what I teach. And everybody who reads me reads my Father. So you can't find no fault with the man. Can't find no fault with the son. I wish he didn't exist, but he exists, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because immorality has no power over morality. The opposite is true. Morality has power over immorality. And I'm a moral man. And if you be immoral, your heart condemns you. Turn now, John 3:20. John 3:20. That's just before Revelation. Read.
For if our heart condemn us, Yahweh is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things.
Read it again.
For if our heart condemn us, Yahweh is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things.
If you're immoral, your heart will condemn you. Because I have placed within every man's heart a conscience of morality. That's why the white man is able to set a trap for you and capture you. He teaches you immorality, but he puts on his law books, he puts on his books my law, which are moral laws. So when you break my law, it gives him the right to get rich off you and kill you. When the white man puts you in jail, he gets rich from putting you in jail. He gets bail money. The lawyers get legal fees. The court-appointed lawyer, if you're too poor for one, they appoint a lawyer. He gets paid by the state, which is the taxes from the people. So even your mama and daddy and uncle and cousins and all your relatives is paying the court-appointed attorney who's going to help hang you and send you to jail. Court-appointed attorneys have a notoriously successful record of getting you in jail. They have about a 95% success rate of getting everybody they represent into jail. So what's the advantage of you being in jail? The county, the city, the county, and the state, and the government pays people to incarcerate you. They will tell you that it costs $20,000 to $40,000 a year to keep a man in jail, whether it's city, state, or federal prison, because they pay the jailer, they pay the warden, they pay the administrators, they pay the people who work as maintenance. They have to pay you to watch you. What about probation? Probation officers, you know, the turnkey boys, they all get paid to turn keys on you, get the pleasure of beating you behind every now and then too. Then they get to work you around the city. Say, well, see, if you be a good jailbird, we'll let you go out in the street on a trustee basis. And you get to clean up the parks, the governor's mansion, and the mayor's yard, and you get to clean up the city streets. And we pay the city for you to do that. You don't get none of it. Somebody makes jail clothes. Some factories making the clothes for inmates. They getting paid. Everybody's getting rich off of you going to jail. If everybody was moral, wouldn't be no jailhouses. The police officials told me just a few weeks ago that if I gain power, they won't have a job. The police officials in this county said if I gain power, they won't have a job. So don't take over too soon, because see, I still need to work. If you come to power and the people all be moral, I won't have nobody to put in jail, so then I won't have no job. Won't nobody need me. That was the officials' police thing. Well, that's right, isn't it? If everybody practices moral behavior, everybody's honest, there's no more mugging. If everybody's honorable, there's no more burglaries. Be no more drugs. All of that will cease with morality. Moral behavior gets rid of everything wrong. There'll be no need for a police force. We would give them nothing to do because whatever the laws are, we follow them. Say 30 miles per hour in the neighborhood, we do 29. Whether there's a policeman out there or not out there, we're going to do 29 because that's the law. We're not going to do 29 because the policeman's sitting on the corner. We're doing 60 till we see the policeman throw on brakes. That's the way some people drive. Some of you drive like that. Speed until you see the police, then you get scared to death. Why you get scared? Because you're immoral. You know you're breaking the law. And you know he's going to make a lot of money off you if he stops you and catch you. He makes money off you being immoral, breaking the law. Called a ticket. And then if you say, well, I'm going to be dishonest, I don't think they'll fine me. I'm not going down and pay. Well, the ticket keeps gathering interest. So you used to owe $35, now you owe $135, and a bench warrant is out for you. So since you are a regular lawbreaker, they already know they're going to catch you. Sure as you're born, you're going to run another stop sign, make the wrong turn from the wrong lane, be speeding somewhere. Yes, you are. You're going to have forgotten to get your tag, forgot to renew your license. And they're going to stop you for one of those things you did wrong, and they're going to run your name through the computer, and you're going straight to jail. Why? Immoral. So that's a trap. How many see the trap? Praise Yahweh. I am the only man that has ever been on the planet in the last 6,000 years that is able to break the power of Satan, the devil, the white man. I'm the only one breaking his power. No man has ever lived in 6,000 years that was able to break his power. Adam didn't break it. He fell for it. Got kicked out of the garden. Abraham didn't break the power. Yahweh promised, well, through your seed. Isaac and Jacob never broke his power. Noah didn't break it. Yahweh killed everybody but 8, including Noah. Because nobody was able to break Satan's power, so he killed everybody. Then you come down to Moses. He didn't break it. He barely got out of Egypt. Moses was unable to break Satan's power. We were so immoral that when we just got out of Egypt, just protected by the UFOs, the Red Sea parted, physically impossible things. watch Pharaoh and his army come behind us and get drowned doing the same thing we did. As soon as we got across the water, Moses went up to talk to Yahweh for 40 days, and we built a calf, golden calf. Immoral. Came down from the mountains, we were in orgies. Everybody was naked, having free sex, drunk. And they said the calf brought them over. They made it with their hands and then turned around and gave a golden calf credit for delivering them. Immoral. Moses, then they turned around and they were so immoral they murmured all the 40 years against Moses. Then they were so immoral they rose up against him, and then Moses had to say, well, who's going to stand on Yahweh's side? So the ones that did come and stand, he said, well, take the heads of those that didn't. Took over 3,000 heads because they were immoral. And the rest were immoral too. They just were scared. See, he said the fear of Yahweh came upon Israel. He didn't say morality became a part of them. The fear of having our head cut off kept us in line. See, when you are moral, you stay in line. When you're immoral, it's like the devil. You know, you fear him throwing you in jail or killing you, so you walk half straight. But you're not moral. You don't believe in morality. You're just scared of going to jail. So in the days of Moses, we were immoral. Under Joshua and under every single prophet, there isn't a prophet or servant of Yahweh, right on down to Yahshua, the son of Joseph. He or none of the rest ever was able to make us moral or break the power of Satan. In some of the instances, they said that some of the sons of the kings were more wicked than their fathers. Thought the other king was bad, but you worse than your daddy and your great-granddaddy. Over Israel. Putting you in slavery in Babylon didn't change you. Putting you in slavery under Nebuchadnezzar didn't change you. Whoever took your city 3 times, destroyed the temple, you still remained immoral. And then Yahweh told me, he said, I'm sending you to an immoral people. They have rebelled against me till this very day. And here I am, and it sure is true. Niggas are immoral. You even have nerve to come in here and put on white and be immoral as usual. You fulfill scripture to the letter. What prophet, what servant, what example in the book, what man was ever able to break Satan's power? Not one. I'm the only one in over 6,000 years of straight history that's breaking the power of Satan. Not one prophet was able to teach morality, promote morality, and bring about the practice of morality. Prophets of Yahweh were even stoned to death for talking about morality. We, Israel, killed them. Not white folks, not Africans. Israel killed them. That's why you paying today. That's why most of my people in this country are going to be killed, because they are guilty of having stoned the prophets in the past. So they must die. It's written. It's all in your book. You have the blood of the prophets upon your hands. And you say, hey, me? I went back there. Well, why aren't you here then? The reason you're not standing with me is because you love immorality. Oh, but I'm a winner now because I have enough with me who believe in morality now that want to be moral. So I'm going to win now, see. Praise God. I know I'm going to win simply because I'm steady putting out people that are immoral. And those that love immorality are steady leaving. But my numbers are not decreasing. I got buses steady pointing north with occupants on them. I had 3 more pointing north today. Every day I'm sending somebody away. You either leave or I'm putting you out. All I want left are the moral ones. Because I don't need huge numbers to win. I already gave you the example of getting in 300 out of 32,000. I took 300 and killed 127,000. So I don't need no masses to be successful, see. Oh, glory. I know what I'm doing. Yahweh would have saved Sodom and Gomorrah if he could have found 10 moral men in it. Just 10. Huh? Either I'll spare the whole country, the city, if you just find me 10. Let's look at that. Where is that? Genesis what? 18. Starting at verse 13. I think he said, if you just find Abraham, was Abraham pleading? Said, you mean you'll destroy all these people for the sake of 50? Well, we're going to work it on down, so it goes down. Starts off with a bigger number. Starting at what verse? 26? Read. Wait a minute. Verse 26. Read.
If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city.
Now wait a minute. 50 what? Is that word on that board? Righteous is a part of the definition of what? He said, if I find what kind of men? 50 moral men. Though there's 1 million homosexual punk faggot sisters in the town. If I can just find 50 moral men. Read that again.
And the Lord Yahweh said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sake.
Just for 50 righteous sake. I don't need no more than 50 of you that want to be moral. See, I can keep putting out for quite a while. Look around. I got a lot of y'all I can put out. And Miami will be spared. This is gay rights city too, you know. A little Sodom right here. You have to get to San Francisco to find sodomites. This is Booty City. Immoral city. Read on.
And Abraham answered and said, behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord Yahweh, which am but dust and ashes. Peradventure, there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it.
Good, great. If I find 45 moral men within the city, I will spare it. Read on.
And he spake unto him yet again, and said, Peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake.
Now Abraham took a census. He thought, well, surely there'll be 40. He said, but now I know it's a lot of punks and sisters running, boys. A lot of secret closet faggots, you know? A lot of closet queens. But hey, Yahweh, see, when he checked Yahweh out, Yahweh said, I'm fixing to destroy this city. So Abraham said, well, what about 40, Yahweh? I see it's not 50, because you said if it was 50, you know, you're spared. You're still talking about wiping the place out. Well, what about 45? I'll spare it. What about 40? I'll spare it. You get 40. Sounds to me like Sodom was very immoral. Read.
And he said unto him, O let not the Lord Yahweh be angry, and I will speak. Peradventure there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there.
See, now he didn't leave finding them up to Abraham. Yahweh took the census himself. He didn't say, it's not that he didn't trust Abraham, but he said, no, see, Abraham, you are simply trying to save the city. Abraham said, please don't get mad at me, Yahweh. But just in case anybody be righteous, you know, I want to know, you're not going to kill the righteous too, are you? Well, what if it's 30 men, Yahweh? Yahweh say, well, if you find 30, I'll save it. If I find 30 there, I'll say, if I find 30, I'll save it. If I find 30 moral men, I'll save the city. Read on.
And he said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord Yahweh. Peradventure there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake.
Look at the power of moral men in a city. There's 1 million men in the city, and he said, if I find 50, then he said, now he's all the way down to 20. Just 20 moral men carries enough weight and power with Yahweh to change his mind of wrath against the people. Though they all be immoral, if they could just find 20. Read on.
And he said, O let not the Lord Yahweh be angry, and I will speak yet but this once. Peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake.
All I need is 10 of you, huh? I can feel safe in kicking you out, can't I? If you're being immoral. I can steady trim you away from me if you're immoral. Because when I trim you that are immoral away, what I'll have left is moral, and who will have the power over the city? How many men got the power over this whole city? If you just find 10. How powerful, how priceless 10 moral men are. But you can't be standing or sitting in my face grinning like you moral and then practicing immorality. Because see, Yahweh knows. Read.
And the Lord Yahweh went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned unto his place.
Read on.
And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
Two angels or two men, huh? Well, here are the death angels. Here's two men from Yahweh coming to the only moral man in town, Lot. Didn't find 10. Lot didn't even have a visited man in his house that was moral. He only had 2 daughters. In reality, that was moral, but his wife was hanging around for the tree sister. So she was going to fail the test anyway. See, being a tree sister, you're going to fail. See, when the heat comes down, you're going to look back. Oh yeah, all you tree sisters definitely going to look back. You're not going to leave all these trees you know about in this country when you're getting ready to go. And you got to go over here to Jerusalem and stick with one tree. Man, you don't be liking that. You want to stay over here, be immoral, and go to different houses and just have all the trees you can have. Because you're immoral. So you're going to look back. Don't want the tree you got. Going to look back and turn into that pillar of salt. Destruction. Couldn't walk another step. Frozen in space, in time. Immobile. Immoral. Lot's wife couldn't travel because she was immoral. Lot's wives, his daughter's husband, mocked him. Man, you crazy. I'm finna leave all these punks. I'm not giving up my faggot for nobody. I'm a closet queen myself. You know, I get over myself. Ain't no kusa in the world worth me leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, man. I might go to some mountain, some wilderness. Shoot, look around, boy. Look at this. I don't see no problem. I'm talking about destruction. You got to be kidding. Follow you and one kusa out of town? Oh, man. There ain't anything to go for that, Jack. I got me some booties and everything in this city. Shit, I got some tight action now. I don't be following no loose woman around, right? Shoot, boy, you crazy. I ain't leaving here. Destruction, where is destruction? Look at all this money. My faggot owns half the city, man. My faggot owns half the city. You talking about leave here? Destruction, where is destruction? Destruction where? Talking about flee now? Man, I got to see the fire coming before I go. See, when I see the fire coming, I'll be there, Jack. But right now, brother Lot, I ain't going nowhere. You want to go, go. Only one man was moral in all of Sodom. And the 2 angels came to his house. And he ended up only his wife and 2 daughters left the city. His wife got to the outskirts and couldn't take it. Yahweh said, don't look back, and she couldn't help herself. She was just like Eve. She looked back. All of you that's got your mind on looking back, are surely going to turn into a pillar of salt, as those who have left here, looking back, have done and are doing. So when I gather my remnant, and I'm busy doing that, I'm busy gathering my remnant, that small number of you that will be moral and love morality, I'm going to take you out of here. And the rest are going to laugh, because destruction won't be nowhere around. You cannot see it. We're barely going to get out of here in time. And I look for it to be like it was in the days of Noah, where we'll be gone 7 days. How many understand that my subject from the scriptures tonight is moral behavior? What destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah? Immorality. Unrighteous men. What saves a city? Morality. What destroys a people? Then what saves a people? So since I'm the only teacher of morality, then who is your only savior? I rest my case. I have evidence to rest my case. We have to admit our only salvation is morality. The teacher of morality is our Savior. That makes me the Messiah. That makes me the Son of Yahweh, the teacher of morality. A hypocrite is one who says he loves me, but does not like to be moral. A hypocrite says with his lips, I love you, but I don't want to do what you say. In other words, your lips say I love you, but your actions say I don't believe in morality. So if you are immoral, are you going to live or die? The wages of sin is? What is sin? And what is law? Morality. All of the law is morality. So a person doesn't have to come to me and say, I don't know if I'm going to be saved or not. I wonder if I'm chosen. I just don't know whether I'm chosen or not. You can stop lying. You definitely chosen. Now it's up to you to choose. See, and now it's up to you to choose you this day. So even if it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom you will serve. But me and those who make up my house are going to be moral. You have to make up your own mind. I made up my mind. I've made up my mind. Now you have to make up yours. All that is lawfully mine under Yahweh's laws is mine. I accept it. I intend to take it and enjoy it. That which Yahweh forbids me to have, I will leave it alone, because that's moral. That's moral. So, sisters, if you're married to a brother, as long as you're married to the brother in Yahweh, that's your only husband. Unless you want to be a little mountain. You want a little mountain or a little hill in your name. This is called Sister Hill right here. Well, what happened to her? How did she get a Hill in her name and honor? Why y'all honor her so? Well, she was caught in adultery. So we named the hill in her honor. And she is truly a part of this hill. If you search through the hill, you will find her bones. If everybody who passes by that hill will say, I don't want any hill's name in my honor. So, when I get hot and horny, I'm going to look for my husband to cool me off. I hope he's in the mood. I can get him in the mood, keep him in the mood long enough for me to cool off. Because I don't want any hills named in my honor. Now, I know we're going to have some hills in some of y'all's honor because your behavior is showing me that. I see it. Now, it's your choice that you don't have to have such hills in your honor. You can have other things. You can go down in our history as a virtuous woman. They may set up a secret order to study in your name. Maybe you become one of the 5 points. I don't think you want to be either, though. Not under the rulership of Jephthah. I don't think you want that. You'd rather be under Yahweh Ben Yahweh's rulership. You'd rather have Yahweh as your king. Praise God. See, when we go to a city and you want to leave your husband at the temple while you go stay with a friend, and your friend is a man, and you want to take one of your kids as a sham and a cover-up while you go and kick your heels up all night with this man, we're going to make a little mountain out of you. Thought I didn't know, didn't you? I know. I know. Now, we both know I know. You wondered if I know. Now you know I'm God. I know. It's worthy of death. See, we already have a little mountain up to you. I'd have caught you in the very act anyway, because I knew you were trying to get to it. I knew when it entered your mind to just go to it. All I had to do was follow you. And just as you were saying, I'd have had you. With a mountain in your name. You haven't gotten away. That's immoral. Now choose you this day. Whether you're going to be moral or immoral. You want to be immoral? Get out of my face. Don't stay here and run out and misrepresent my moral teachings. Okay, some of you as parents are wondering why you're not eating with your children at the dinner hour. It's because I'm tired of you trying to make my children gluttons or worshiper of food and having their belly as a god like you do. Your belly is your god. Praise God. Your belly got to be your God anytime you will leave here to go for aid to Hebrews and then stop off at somebody else's house cooking. That is immoral. Or you go out and someone give Yahweh a donation of $20 and then you spend the rest of the day watching television. That's immoral. I know exactly who's guilty. But see, you got to choose you this day who you're going to serve. And when you choose to do such a thing as that, that's immoral. How can the people's house you at are dead Jacobs, and they know you're supposed to be out at that hour on the weekend spreading Yahweh's word to the dead, to help reach the dead. And there you are sitting up dressed in white as a saint, as an angel of Yahweh, watching television and don't care at all about the dead. Simply because somebody gave you $20 early, you spend the afternoon watching devil vision. How can that person look at you and desire to come to me? You are not lifting up the Son of Yahweh. You are there telling them you like the immorality that they're in. You wish you could sit around and watch television, devil vision all day long. There's nothing on television but immorality. And for you to say you have given your all to Yahweh, and that you commit your life to Yahweh, your prayers and your sacrifices, your life and your death is all for Yahweh, but you spend the afternoon at some dead relative's house, or you spend the afternoon while I'm trying to reach the dead, you're out in my name saying you're helping me reach the dead, want me to trust you and believe that you are out helping me to reach the dead while you're sitting up watching television in some dead person's house. How can they come to Yahweh watching you be immoral? You need to pack your grip and go stay with them 24 hours a day. Because there is no place for you as an immoral person to remain with me and I'm moral. The jig is up. I told you this day was coming. So the day is coming when I'm going to be perfect in your face. And it's going to make a lot of people unhappy. I'm going to put the butter dish away. I had a lot of fun because for almost a year I said, well, I'm about ready to be perfect now. Should I be perfect? And a bunch of the hypocrites that are gone said, no, don't be perfect yet. We can't stand it. They told the truth. Every one of them is gone. Now some I asked that are still here. I said, well, I'm about ready to be perfect now. I said, you know what that means? They said, yeah, you're going to make all the rest of us be perfect. Said, if you be perfect right now, it won't be no Hebrews. You better wait a while. I looked into the matter like Yahweh did. I looked into your hearts like I looked into Sodom and Gomorrah's hearts, but I said, yeah, I better cool it. I put some more butter on my plate. These people are not even thinking about being moral yet. So now I told you this week, I said I have put the butter plate aside now. I'm only going for honey, and no bacteria or disease can live in honey. So I'm now becoming honey. If you're diseased, you're not going to be able to live in here with me. I know I have enough of you now that want to be moral that we can get ready to go home. See, when you're immoral, you don't care about nobody dead. You're more interested in cooking some meals and laying around and watch television and whatever the dead wants to talk about. You into the dead. And you don't think I know that. But your heart, as I talk to you this minute, your heart is condemning you. And I'm greater than your heart. So whatever way you were thinking about me before this week made you wrong, because I always told you I may not always be right. But I'm never wrong. It only means you thought I was wrong, and you thought I was like you. And I did things with you to let you think that. Till I gain, enough people that want to be moral. Now I'm ready to cast you aside. I'm ready to tell you, depart from me, you worker of iniquity, get away from me. I only want those who want to be righteous around me. Now you got the chance. It's your choice. Huh? What? It's your choice to be moral or to be immoral. Choose you this day. You don't have tomorrow to choose. You can't. You're gonna have to choose this day. And if your heart is condemning you, it's your choice. Your choice to be moral or to be immoral. Your choice. Have you made up your mind? You know where you're going? If your heart condemns you as immoral, I sure know where you're going. The people that go with me to Mount Zion as the 144,000 will be what kind of people? Practicing what? Are you going home with me? Not if you're immoral. You just quit lying. You're not going with me if you're immoral. What value will you be to our nation unjust, dishonest, dishonorable, no good, poor quality instead of excellent, refuse to conform, don't want to follow the rules, you don't want to be good, you don't want to be upright, you don't want to be in the will of Yahweh, you don't want to have a strong character, you don't want to be well behaved. Can we afford to have you as a part of our nation? So if you slip through the net, if you pass under the rod and fool everybody and get home, we're going to have some little hills in your honor. Huh? Now, anyone who says that living for Yahweh and living morally is hard is lying. It's just a lie. The only person that has a hard time living for Yahweh is an immoral person. A person that loves immorality. It's easy to serve Yahweh. It's easy following Yahweh. It's easy to keep His law. I keep you so busy, I don't know how you can get in trouble. You are amazing. I mean, we are up at 5, in prayer at 6, work all day till class time, study all in between time. By the time I finish with you, I don't know how you have the energy to do anything but go to sleep.